Hey, Chef Brian here from the Good Cooking Show at Mari-Mann Herbs. We have got some new videos for you. We're going to do some featuring of our own blends. We're going to be a little greedy. And, oh yeah, and we really do cook here at the Good Cooking Show. Today, we're going to show you how to make just a real fun, quick little shoestring French fry. And I've already got some cooking, so I'm going to keep adding here because, you know, when 17-year-old Cameron, oh, by the way, everybody say hi to Alan. Hello, Alan.
Hi.
Alan, did you have a good Christmas, or did you get coal in your stocking?
Mix of both.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, you know what? We can use the coal to help heat the home. So anyway, so what I did is I took some red potatoes and I cut them on my mandolin, and I got some hot vegetable oil going. And what I did was, here's the secret if you ever want to make good potato chips or French fries at your house. What you need to do is after you cut them, you need to rinse them in cold running water until the water runs clear. What you're doing is removing the starch. And what happens is sometimes, you ever had a fresh French fry and it kind of never gets real crisp and real...
Very soft.
Yeah, you got to rinse the starch off of them, and that's what I did. I rinsed the starch off in some cold water. Now the beauty of this is because they were cut so thin and we used the mandolin, they're not going to take long to cook. I've got vegetable oil on a medium-low fire, 325 or so degrees. There's no seasoning or anything in the oil. You never want to season the oil because what will happen is if you put that kind of herbs or seasonings or something of that sort in there, they will actually burn and turn bitter. So nothing in there. So what are we featuring? Here we go. For our friend Mrs. Johnson from the Mount Zion High School, middle school,
Mount Zion School District.
There we go. She challenged me to come up with this Johnson Kickin' Gooder seasoning. And I'm afraid of it. It scares me. It's a little hot for me. But
I like it.
Alan likes it. He likes the spicy. My stomach doesn't like the spicy. But this doesn't have a lot of salt in it or any salt in it. But I'll tell you what, this will add a little bit of fire to your life. Put a little heat in your tummy, and this would be good if you were doing like a Cajun Creole or something of that sort, and you wanted to add a little bit of fire to it. This would also be a good accompaniment if you were doing something Asian and needed a little extra spice or a little bit of extra depth. This is where it's at. The beauty of this seasoning, though, is what I've come up with is it doesn't heat everything up so hot that you don't taste the food. You're still going to taste the food, but you're going to get the heat and the fire from the Johnson Gooder kicking seasoning. So, Mrs. Johnson, here's to you. We got some fresh French fries going because that's what Alan wants, and everything Alan gets. But what you can do is you can take the Johnson Gooder spice, and here's the Asian. These two would be a great marry together. You can always use your Johnson kicking with Gooder, of course. So you've got a little marriage here. You've got the base of the Gooder with a little hot in the fire, right? So you're good to go there. And let's say you wanted to do a hot barbecue. Barbecue's got a little zip to it, but now you've got a spicy barbecue. The beauty of it is, real quick, couple different things. All you have to do is think out of the box. And then we talked about, the Asian, but here's one too, Gooder citrus. Now we know that there's a few things in nature that tells us it brings the flavor out of food. One of them is citrus. So now I've got citrus, and if I don't want to add a lot of fat to things, because fat was what makes food taste good, I can add in some serious spice. There you go. There's a great way to mix two of the seasoning blends together to make something new, different, and exciting for your food. So anyway, let's get back to this. So I've got the fries in there cooking away. They're going to town. I've got a bowl right here. Now what you would do is normally, if you were going to do something of this sort, you would want a little bit of oil or a little bit of fat to make things stick to it. Well, I don't need that here, right? There you go, Alan. Look at that. Doesn't that that just looks like heat, doesn't it?
It looks good. Look yummy.
Okay, so here's the thing too. Remember also, folks, when you add something of this sort heat-wise, once you add what you want...
Oh man, you can really smell.
You can, can't you?
Yeah.
Just the seasoning?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, folks. Remember, what you can do is once you have the amount in there that you want, if you put too much in and it's like, oh my gosh, it's too hot, I can't, you can never take that away. But what you can do is add a little bit to it, get it in there, and we'll see this, what this is, see how this tastes, how Alan likes it, and if we need to add more, we can add more to it. No problem, right? You've always got it right here. But so we're not going to have a whole lot of things in here. All we're going to do is hit these French fries right here, these little shoestring potatoes. Look at them bad boys. Those are pretty good, don't they, Alan?
Yeah.
Coming out of there, going right in here. What we'll do is we'll keep adding. We're going to add those in. Here's what you do. Once you get to a point, make sure you're tossing them so they're getting coated, right? Want to make sure that everything gets some flavor on there. There we go. Everything's getting flavor, everything's getting happy. Everybody's going to have a little bit of gooderness on them. Got to make sure everybody's got enough heat and fire to keep them going. And that's what the Johnson Kicking Spice is going to do for you. Heat you up, especially on a cold winter's day. Need a little fire in your belly. You got it. Here it comes. So I've got a little bit of oil in the bowl. Can you see that, Alan?
Yeah.
See how they've changed colors? Everybody's nice and coated. Everybody's got some flavor. Here we go into a bowl, just like so. And ladies and gentlemen, you have homemade shoestring French fried potatoes, right? Serve that with a nice sandwich. You could serve that with some vegetables. You could serve that with, oh gosh, a little salad, something of that sort, little munchy. Let them dry, get really nice and dry. They'll get a little crispy. They'll be good for maybe a day or so, not much more than that, because remember, there's no preservatives or anything in these at all. So there you go, folks. The Johnson Kicking Gooder seasoning from Mari-Mann Herbs and the Gooder Cooking Show. You're only as limited to your own imagination with these seasoning blends. Hey, always remember, cooking gooder will bring the good out. Bring good out. Exactly. Bring the gooder. The gooder will come out of the love of your food. Good boy, I messed that up, didn't I? And remember, we get to have these funny little shows and get to sell our little seasonings because of the veterans. Always think of veteran. And please, please support and respect the Blue Line going forward. Thanks, folks. Talk to you soon. Bye now.